Hello Chattanooga, here's a quick look at today's top stories. First of all, more and more drivers in the Chattanooga area are ignoring the law and passing school buses. Hamilton County bus drivers collected data on how many drivers passed buses with stop signs out and flashing lights on. In a single day, bus drivers counted 212 violators. That's nearly one for every bus, and most violations occurred during the afternoon. In just that one day, drivers documented 4 cases in which cars dangerously passed on the right side of the bus where students were let out. Now, school's Transportation Director Ben Coulter says he's working with police to step up enforcement. Next up, Angelina Jolie is being admired for her bravery after she went public about having a double mastectomy to prevent breast cancer. It's the same decision a local woman from Trenton, Georgia made 5 years ago. April Riddle had already lost her husband to cancer, and she had lost 2 friends to breast cancer before they reached 40. Then she found out she had a gene defect that gave her an 84% risk of developing breast cancer herself. You can read April's story, Choosing Life Over Looks, in today's Times Free Press. Turning to Washington, a bill that could reignite one of Chattanooga's biggest infrastructure projects may pass the Senate this morning. Senators are scheduled to pass a bill which could allow engineers to resume work on the unfinished lock at Chickamauga Dam. But the bill will likely take a while to get through the House of Representatives, and even then, construction is a long way off. Good news if you like Einstein Brothers Bagels. The nationwide franchise of coffee shops will soon be making its debut in Chattanooga, Hickson, Cleveland, and North Georgia. Developer Rob Renner plans to bring 6 new Einstein Brothers restaurants to the region in the next 5 years. The first location will open by September on East Brainerd Road. Also, work is slated to begin this summer on a $6.5 million road to link the Chattanooga Volkswagen plant with Highway 58. Officials say the new road should help ease traffic jams around the factory. Next, a rundown river barge across from Ross's Landing is finally being cleaned up, and work should be finished by the end of the week. Barge owner Alan Casey says the cleanup will have to do until he gets money to finish the project, but that's not enough for the president of the Chattanooga Visitors Bureau, who's calling for the developer to move ahead with his plans for a restaurant. Still, the U.S. Army Corps of Engineers says the barge remains out of compliance with its permit, but won't specify how. A Tullahoma father is behind bars, and his 13-month-old daughter is hospitalized after the gun he was cleaning discharged and struck the toddler in the chest. Police say the dad is being held on a charge of aggravated assault. The child is in critical but stable condition in a Nashville hospital. Also in crime news, a Tennessee man who stole a strawberry truck and was stopped for reckless driving told police he was trying to flee zombies. The California Highway Patrol says Jeremiah Hartline stowed away in the big rig in Tennessee and stole it when the driver got out. After he caused several accidents, investigators say Hartline could get 5 years in prison. Norman Nelson has been fired as the coach of the Ooltewah High School softball team. Nelson had been coach of the team for 20 years. She said she was called into a meeting with the school principal, Mark Bean, on Monday and asked to resign, but Nelson said she wouldn't quit on her kids. Bean said the school is always trying to improve, and now he's going to give someone else a chance to lead the team. Also, 2 longtime Fort Oglethorpe City employees failed to get their jobs back last night. Former Police Chief David Eubanks and Public Works Director Jeff Long appealed at a roughly 3-hour hearing that drew a standing room-only crowd to City Hall. Interim City Manager Harold Silcox fired Long and Eubanks on March 22nd. And a week after turning down the same position in East Ridge, Chris Dorsey has agreed to become Signal Mountain's town manager. The town council voted unanimously to offer the job to Dorsey, who will earn a base salary of $90,000. And using Legos to save the Earth? Apparently it can be done. Students from across Hamilton County took part in the first Lego Education Showcase at Battle Academy. Take a look.
Remember, we're trying to build something to represent how we can help the Earth.
Students are working diligently, side by side, close quarters, with as many Lego pieces as they can on a 8x8 Lego base plate, and in just a few minutes they're going to share with someone near them what their idea was, what they would keep adding if they had more time and more Legos, and how they think that that might save the Earth.
Finally, in sports news, UTC welcomed Will Wade as the new leader of the Mocs men's basketball program. Take a look.
All of the best, mid-major programs have a brand. When you think Butler, you think shooting. When you think VCU, you think Havoc. When you think Chattanooga, you're going to think chaos. That's going to be our brand. We're going to create chaos on both ends of the floor, and we're going to use chaos as our brand to become one of the premier programs in the Southern Conference. As I told the players yesterday, I said, you're going to have more fun than you've ever had in your life playing basketball. But you're also going to work harder than you've ever had to work in your life playing basketball.
Turning to weather, today will be sunny with a high near 87 degrees. The low tonight will be around 59. I'm Harrison Keeley. For more on these stories and updates throughout the day, follow us on Facebook and visit timesfreepress.com.